Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Swinging a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rocchio pulls that one down, and there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Ramirez drops into the glove, and there's two down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That one to first. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Reds go down quietly. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Hunter Green.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Next to hit, Kyle Manzardo. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Green, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hayes hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That one misses. Ball one.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And another ball. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
There goes the runner. In the air, right side. Fraley really on his horse for it. Makes the grab on the run. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Next offering is fouled back. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something. Oh, that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, Lane Thomas. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the 3rd out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Second inning set to go. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. Bybee back to work. That one's in there. Strike one. Bybee, a 6'2" righty, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball right side. Santana with the throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Fought off foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is that. Reds down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Progressive Field. We head to the bottom of the second. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Grounds one to short. Throws to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. And now Will Brennan. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Handles, throws to first. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in that one way inside.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Goes down looking. Guardians fail to score. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Cleveland, now batting Jeimer Candelario. And takes low for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's Gavin Lux. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Top of the third, no score. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And now it's Austin Hayes. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one almost hit him.
The count is full.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
In the air, left side. Hayes has it sized up. Makes the grab, 1 down. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Walk to open the ball game. And that's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
De La Cruz makes the catch. Out number 2. And now here is Kyle Manzardo. Fly to left his first time. And that one a little bit high.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
I would throw him another
2
breaking
strike.
ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, TJ Friedl. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He'll touch them all. The Reds score first. It's 1-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And there's a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The other way, and that's just foul. Ellie falls victim to the K.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. First pitch misses. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. That's off the mark, and now 2-0.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Next offering is in for a strike.
That full count.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Tyler Stevenson getting ready to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brennan. He's there. He's got it. And there's two away. Jake Fraley now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And a strike in there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average. And
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the home run porch and left. Gone. He sends it out of here. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
Pitchers hate going against Jose Ramirez because he tends to punish the baseball. This is just the latest example of it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 1-1.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ball, that's out.
Outside low. And it's 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses. 3-1 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
And a swing and a miss there.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt. Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's going to be Angel Martinez. Misses outside. 1-0. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. First and second here, no outs. Inside, just missed.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. No outs, runners at first and second. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And it's even up.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Here's the catcher to hit. Bo Naylor struck out looking his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
That just misses. And 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Fly to left his first time. In there for strike one.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Hit on the ground to Candelario. They get the force. They limit the damage here. Solo homer to tie it for Cleveland. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And the batter now, Spencer Steer. Bybee back to work. Steer, 27 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting at first. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Go-ahead run on base. Now the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Struck out swinging his first time. Checks over to first. Back safely. Ball one, no strikes.
Pretty big adjustment, in my opinion, to go from left field to first base just because of the perspective of the ball game and how quickly the ball is going to get to you over there at first.
And now it's even up. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
And that is cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the DH, Gavin Lux. Grounded out his first time up. And that's fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Tapped softly on the ground. Martinez slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. just missed.
You know, these Guardians need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And another ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Ball to strike. Hammered on the line. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Kwan, the lead runner at second. Manzardo on at first with nobody out. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Brent Suter up and throwing for Terry Francona. Santillan getting cranked up as well.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Fastball is outside. Carlos Santana in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that misses. And that is ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Aye. 1-1.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. Out there to center. Friedel on his way over. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Here comes Lane Thomas. 1 for 2. Just missed. 2 on, 2 outs. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Guardians strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Reds, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
1 up, 1 down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 with the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Matt McClain digs in now. First offering, and it just misses. And there's the strike. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. All tied 1-1. New pitcher for the Reds, Brent Suter. Angel Martinez getting ready to hit. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Nope, he held back. This to third. Candelario on to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. To the right side. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And Naylor swings through that one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Up and in, ball 1. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing went around. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Down on strikes he goes. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still tied 1-1. Here in Cleveland, and here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch just misses. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tanner Bybee done for the afternoon, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tim Herron.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Jake Fraley, the next to hit. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis getting ready to go. Smith warming up as well. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 2-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. That one down the line and foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Naylor makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Jamer Candelario now at the plate. Slider clips the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
High fly ball out into left center field. Kwan makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. Swinging a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fly ball center field. 1 away. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And a 1-0. And there's a ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Right back to him on the mound. Throw to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. 1 for 3. A little bit high.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
Hey.
That clips the corner.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 outs. Base knock center field. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Brent Suter gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Righty reliever out of the pen, Emilio Pagan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
There's the strike at the knees. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Alexis Diaz up and loosening in the pen. And a count 1-2.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next offering upstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next offering way off the plate.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Carlos Santana in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the base of the wall. He'll score. We are tied at 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter Gaddis. So now a pinch hitter, Santiago Espinal.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And fouled off. On the ground to first. Santana takes it to the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered here in this one. That misses.
Inside.
Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Making a move at first. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. Go ahead run on base. De La Cruz digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So one left for Cincinnati, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's Lane Thomas.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Pagan back to work. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Now here is Angel Martinez.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Pagan, 33 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to short, De La Cruz. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here in Cleveland, all set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter now, Matt McClain. And the slider just misses. That one off the mark, and the count now 2-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Next pitch is outside. Tyler Stevenson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Thank you.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Yeah, that's fouled off. And strike two. Ball one there.
They tried to get him to go.
1 ball, 2
chase the
strikes,
pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Jake Fraley will hit next. Splits the plate. It's 0-1. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Now a pop-up on the infield. Santana. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. We are tied 2-2. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Taylor Rogers.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. There's the strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Alexis Diaz getting loose out there. And a swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Hit slowly on the ground. McLean in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Pinch hitter coming on, Daniel Schneemann. 1 out, the base is empty for him. Out towards left center. Hayes ranging after it. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Two outs, runner at first. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. And ball 1. Trying to send this to extra innings. And that one hit to first. And it's just foul. That was close. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Pop up here, third base side. De La Cruz sizes this one up, makes the grab, and the inning is over. So they can't push across the winning run, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
0-1 down. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs. Runner at first. In now for the Reds, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In there at the knees for a strike. Clase, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Runner at first with no outs here. And that is out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2. Now one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one ran inside, almost got him. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and here in extra innings. That's a little bit low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. Grounded out his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of the 10th. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in extra innings. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Two outs. Way high.
Okay.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Cut out and missed, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Alexis Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
So the tying run at second. Going to count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
Got him looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Lane Thomas now, trying to deliver as the hero. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Diaz is just 1 strike away. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering is down low, and the count is even 2-2. And a slider misses down and away. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. This is again 5 in a row.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. They're down to their final strike.
2-2 the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. They put the tag on him, and that'll do it. Ball game.
Sometimes games come down to this. You've got to press the issue. Try to get that run across and tie it up. But an excellent throw. Nice job of concentration putting the tag on the runner. Exciting finish to this game today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.